Good day, children, and welcome back to our second lesson in geography, Interior of the Earth. Here is a diagram. What is this diagram showing you? The diagram is showing the structure of the Earth's interior. Children, this diagram was given as formative for you. Have you all done the formative? Yes, very good. Now let's learn in detail about this diagram. In the previous lecture, we have learned about the crust of the Earth's interior. The crust is divided into two parts. Which are they? Continental crust and oceanic crust. What is the continental crust made up of? It is made up of Cl, that is silica and aluminium. And what is the oceanic crust made up of? It is made up of Sema, that is silica and magnesium. Now children, let's learn about the other interior part of the Earth. Just below the Earth's crust, at the depth of 42 kilometers, there is a other layer called as mantle. Now this mantle is the layer just below the crust. It is divided into two parts, upper mantle and lower mantle. Let's learn about the upper mantle first. Upper mantle is more in liquid state. If you see the upper mantle over here, you'll find that it is more in liquid state. And children, if you have seen the volcanic eruption, by chance you have seen the volcanic eruption, or if you have seen in some video in the volcanic eruption, you all must be knowing what comes out during the volcanic eruption. Yes, it is the hot molten magma which comes out. Now this hot molten magma which comes out, that chambers are over here in the upper mantle. The upper mantle, we have the magma chambers through which magma comes out during volcanic eruptions. Now, as I have already told you, the mantle begins at the depth of 42 kilometers from the surface of the Earth or the crust of the Earth. The upper mantle is also called as asthenosphere. Why it is called as asthenosphere? Because here in this layer we have epicenters of deep-seated earthquakes. Okay, what is the meaning of epicenters? From where the earthquake originates, that is called as epicenters. So this layer is also called as asthenosphere. Now, during endogenetic movement, what is the meaning of endogenetic movement? Yes, correct. The movement which takes place inside the Earth's interior, that is called as endogenetic movement. During the endogenetic movement, what happens? The internal energy is released. And just because of the internal energy, what happens? Movement is responsible for mountain building, rifts, volcanic eruptions, earthquakes and many things. So, mountain building, reefs, volcanic eruption, earthquakes, all these are the result of internal energy which is released from the upper mantle. Let's talk about the temperature in the upper mantle. Temperature is inferred to be around 2200 degrees Celsius to 2500 degrees Celsius at a depth of 2400 to 2900 kilometer. Only at the depth of 2400 to 2900 kilometer, the temperature is so very high. That is ranging from 2200 degrees Celsius to 2500 degrees Celsius. This layer also extends up to a depth of 2870 kilometer. This layer which is there, that is the upper mantle, it extends up till 2870 kilometer depth. The average density over here of this upper mantle is 4.5 gram per centimeter cube. And as we go deeper, it goes on increasing. Now if you see the density of lower mantle, the density of lower mantle is about 5.7 gram per centimeter cube. I hope children you will have understood about the mantle. Correct? Now let's move on to the next interior part, that is the core. Now what is a core? The core starts at the depth of 2900 kilometers from the Earth's surface. Okay, where the mantle is ending, there the core is starting. You can see in the diagram over here, the orange color portion is called as the core. The thickness of the core is 3471 kilometers. So much deep and thickness it is having. It is divided into outer and inner core. Let's learn in detail about the outer core and the inner core. Firstly, we'll talk about the outer core. The outer core extends from 2900 km to 5100 kilometers. Then, here in this outer core, the secondary waves cannot pass. They are absorbed in the outer core. Now, what is the meaning of the secondary waves? When the earthquake takes place, three types of waves are generated: primary waves, secondary waves, and surface waves. So one among them is secondary waves, which I am talking over here. The secondary waves cannot pass through this outer core. Now you will ask why? Because the scientists believe that this core could be liquid or semi-liquid in nature. Okay, because of which these waves get absorbed in it or dissolved in it, because of which it cannot pass through it. It is also said that the proportion of iron is more here. Hence, vertical currents originate from this outer core. When we are talking about the secondary waves, here are primary waves. Primary waves can pass through, but the speed becomes lesser and lesser. It is not as high as it is. It becomes lesser in the outer core. The density of this outer core is 9.8 gram per centimeter cube, while the temperature of the liquid outer cover, is 5000 degrees Celsius. You can imagine where 2200 to 2500 we were talking about. Here it is 5000 degrees Celsius. So much temperature is over here. Now, as you all know, the Earth rotates. Earth's rotation. Because of the Earth's rotation, what happens? The outer and the inner core, they have a eddy motion. What is the meaning of eddy motion? Circular motion, round and round. Okay. What happens because of the eddy motion? Electric currents develop in this spiral eddies. Okay, because of the outer and inner core, which is having an eddy motion, electric currents are developed. Okay, and liquid ion and thus magnetic field is generated. So what happens because of this eddy motion? Magnetic field is generated. This magnetic field is sometimes called the geodynamo. What it is called as? Geodynamo. Now, when this magnetic field is generated, what happens? The magnetic field is also functional outside the Earth's crust. It is not only inside the Earth's crust, but it is outside the Earth's crust also, for quite a distance in the atmosphere. The magnetic field thus develops a protective cover for the Earth against the solar winds. Okay, and this is called as magnetosphere. What it is called as? Magnetosphere. So what is a magnetosphere? The magnetic field developed around the earth which protects the earth from the solar winds is called magnetosphere. Now this magnetosphere is the fifth and an important sphere of the earth. Okay children, so this is about the outer core. Now let's talk about the inner core. The inner core extends from 5150 km to the depth of 6371 km. So much deep inside. Now here it is in solid state. The outer core was liquid state. Now this is solid state. The density of this sphere is 13.3 gram per centimeter cube. Here in this core, we can find iron and nickel, which are the major elements over here. So, it is also called as knife. What is the meaning of knife over here? Iron and nickel. Iron is Fe and nickel is Ni, which makes up this layer also as knife. We can call it as knife. It becomes easy for us to understand also. Which are the major elements over here? Iron and nickel. As the materials are under extreme pressure, now in this core, if you see, it is under extreme pressure. They are fully pressed up. The inner core is in solid state. Because of this pressure, what happens? The inner core, it becomes in solid state. The temperature here, if you find out the temperature over here, it is almost equivalent to the surface temperature of the sun. That means the temperature over here cannot be estimated. It is unpredictable. Okay, we don't know exactly how much is the temperature. We have just compared it with the surface temperature of the sun. So, everyone has understood, children? So, which are the two types of core? Outer core and inner core. Everyone has understood till here? If you all have understood, let's do this activity given over here, which is at the end of the lesson. Yes, there are two layers in the crust. Which are those two layers? Inner and outer crust, continental and oceanic crust, surface and ocean crust, mantle and core. Which are the two layers? Correct. It is continental and oceanic crust. Second question. Which element is found in both mantle and crust? Which element is found in both mantle and crust? Silica, magnesium, aluminium, iron. Which element is found in both mantle and crust? It is silica. Correct. Which of these minerals are found in the core of the earth? Iron, magnesium, magnesium, nickel, aluminium, iron, iron, nickel. Which of these minerals are found in core of the earth? Iron, nickel. Correct. The inner core is in which state? Gaseous state, solid state, or semi-solid state? Which state? Solid state. Correct. Yes, the next question. The outer core is made up of iron, gold, hydrogen, oxygen. Outer core is made up of iron. Correct. The layer of the earth on which we live. Mantle, core, crust, continental crust. Which is the answer? Continental crust. Which seismic waves can travel through liquid medium? Primary waves, secondary waves, surface waves, oceanic waves. Which waves can pass through the liquid medium? Primary waves. Correct. Thank you, children.